Remy Ma, Remy Martin, a famous rapper from America, New York. Her son has been arrested. I don't know if charged, but been arrested for murder. And they're trying to figure out whether, it was a hired murder or not. I believe it was in 2021. And I believe he's like 25 years old, 23 or 25 or something like that. But that's not what I'm getting at today. What I'm getting at today is celebrity parents, parents who are celebrities. Now, when you're a celebrity or you're, you know, worth a certain amount of money, it it takes a certain lifestyle. You need time, you need space to make the money, and then also to keep the money. You know, um, these people are not on typical 9 to 5 hours. You know, they can get an opportunity at the drop of a hat, and they need to literally just drop the hat at any time. They need to just literally be on call like doctors, because these creative people behind the scenes will have an idea, or there's going to be a last minute opportunity or show for these guys to perform at, or podcast, or whatever. Like, they need to make an appearance. Okay, this is all money raising their profile, and all that stuff, right? So it's I feel for celebrities, because it's a catch-22, especially if they have families. Now, not all, most parents want to be there for their family, to watch the big stuff and also the little stuff, um, uh, the events, but some of them literally don't have time. And when you're chasing money, your life, you lose parts of, being there for your children. And when you're trying to chase that family situation, you could be losing money. So it's hard to get that balance, especially when you're not at a stage where you can start turning down these opportunities. Now, Remy Martin, I know that she's not top tier, but at the same time, she's a name. Like, she's a name, a very big name. And that, so I don't believe she's in a position where she can turn down certain opportunities. So again, I feel for these parents. But then Remy Martin, she did participate in some extracurricular activities, which led her to do some time behind the bars. So not only are you not around, to raise your children, the example you're also setting, because it's like you can still, not hands on, but you can still contribute to your kid's life just by the example you set. So you're not around, but then at the same time, you're not leading a good example. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it sounds bad, but kind of not surprised that whether her son is innocent or not, and I don't even want to say I hope he's innocent, because if he's literally of that lifestyle, then why am I saying I hope he's innocent? Do you know what I mean? Wrong is wrong and right is right, and someone's lost their life behind it, all right? So, but if you're to a degree, you're a product of your environment, especially when you're at a young age. Now, once you get older, you're a product of how you think, and and you can change your environment based on the way that you think, but then you need to change, the 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 nutrition that goes in, your thinking fuel. You need to change the thinking fuel that goes in. So if the people around you are not setting good examples, and then your environment isn't a positive environment, and then it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. And then she says, regardless, it's her son and she's going to stand by her son's innocence. Now, as a parent, I get it. But as a human, I don't know. I don't know what I would do in that situation. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And this, we're not talking about someone getting something stolen off them. Like, we're talking about, well, someone did get something stolen, someone got their life stolen off them. And I don't know. There's things that my child can do which I will stand by, but I don't know. That's a real tough situation. It's a real tough situation. I get why some people would blindly stand by their children. I get it. And to be fair, I probably would, but at the same time, I wouldn't be happy with the situation. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a tough one. But yeah, celebrity parents, man. Wow, BLM. Yeah, celebrity parents. I don't know. Like, I get the fact that you can't be there all the time, but at the same time, in your absence, you have to contribute. You have to contribute. Like, even if you literally say, you know what, mum, auntie, someone that you believe and trust, if you're making money or whatever, just say, listen, I can't be around, but I'm going to make sure we're all good. Just look after my children, do you know what I mean, while I'm making this money. And that, like, because you trust this person, this individual, and that, that you can't just leave them out there to the wolves. Like, as a parent, and I'm a parent myself, so I can speak on this, if we can't give them a head start, at least give them a fair shot. If we can't give our kids a head start, not every parent is in a position where they can give their children, a head start. But at least give them a fair shot. At least, that is the least we can do. Give them a fair shot. You can't have them out here just barely surviving. It's not right and it's not fair. Not one child, not one human on this earth was asked to be born. You know what I mean? This isn't that puppy in the window thing where we're dancing, pick me, pick me. Like, there ain't none of that pick me stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. It's almost like, to some people, to some parents, to some humans, kids are like an accessory, Kids are like an accessory, and they bring them out, as literally as an accessory. And just like, there's a lot of campaigns like in regards to animals, in the sense that they say dogs are forever, not for Christmas. Well, children are forever as well. And you know what makes me laugh is these what makes me laugh is these parents that was barely parenting, the mothers that barely mothered and the fathers that barely fathered, when they grow up, they feel entitled that their kids must look after them, their kids must support them. But then this is the thing, every single relationship, whether it's parent to child, child to parent, um, uh, like relationship, friendship, okay, there has to be an investment, you know. Regardless of whatever the investment is, it comes down to what the individual's value. But there needs to be an investment, okay? And if the parent didn't invest enough in the child, when the child grows up, do not be surprised when the child gives a damn. You did not do enough. So do not complain when the child does nothing for you, doesn't help, doesn't even give a damn. Do you know what I mean? When you're older and you can't look after yourself and you become dependent. Because we will, at some point, yeah, become dependent on someone again. As independent as we are right now, right? Unless we are taken from this earth and we don't get to the mature ages, yeah, where things start to slow down and things don't work the same, right? We will be dependent. And if you haven't got something in place for you to put yourself in a place where you can be cared for the way that you want to, and you need to rely on your children, you will not you will not have a good time if you didn't invest in your children initially when they was dependent on you. You know what I mean? So, and you know, like all these parents, well, I did this and I did that. Cool. But how is it perceived by the children, by the child? Do you know what I mean? Like, if they didn't value the things that you did, then okay. So, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you did it out of convenience rather than love, so give a shit what you did. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, man. Do we should we be easier on celebrity parents, or should we be harder on them? Or just take, because the thing is, if we take the celebrity word off the front and we see it on a human level, then we shouldn't really be hard. We shouldn't be easy on any parent that's not parenting. Do you get what I mean? Like, if you're a parent, you need to parent. You know, if you're a parent, you need to parent. If you've had kids, you need to be a parent to the kid. You know, regardless of whatever, you chose to have the child. You chose to have the child. The child did not choose to be chosen. It was your decision. So why does someone else have to suffer from your decision? Why does someone else have to suffer from a decision that you made? And if anyone's going to suffer, it should damn be you, because you decided the situation. You had control of the situation. Do you know, before and during. Do you know what I mean? Before the pregnancy, you had a level of control. And during the pregnancy, yeah, in the beginning stages, you had some control. Now, after it goes past a certain point, then you've made your decision. Then you need to deal with it. Do you know what I mean? You need to deal with it. But I don't believe any child around the world should be suffering. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't believe, and many do. You know, but I just don't believe that they should. You know, there's a big difference between doing and should. They do, but I don't believe that they should. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see how that Remy Martin situation. We'll see how that goes. But I don't know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, to be fair. It's not looking good. Let's see. Have you subscribed yet, guys? Hit the subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already. Let's see what else is going on. Name a cat. Debbie. What are we doing now, guys? Where are we from? What are we up to?
Nothing more courageous than losing some.
Danger at 3.
What's going on, guys? What are we doing? What are we up to? Where are we from? Slow in here today, but you guys awake or asleep or what? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Let's go, let's go. What's up? Xavier, what's up? So there's this article. Okay, I think it's getting read backwards. So Children in the UK are shorter, fatter, and sicker due to poverty and food deprivation. And the thing is, it's such a catch-22. It's such a catch-22 because if the parents, if the parents haven't got like a lot of money, it's because food and stuff has gone up. You know, the same shop you would have did 5, 6, 10 years ago literally would have been half price. If you see that, even you know, like the basic items are. But then there's more factors that go into the reason why parents um, choose fast food. And I'm not making excuses. I'm saying, okay, for one, there's the price, and then for two, you know, the parents, it's like they have to work harder to get the same. Some people are doing two jobs. Do you know what I mean? So it's like to have the time to cook, to have the time or the energy to even meal prep. So it's like, you know, again, not making excuses. Some parents, especially single parent households, where is one parent doing everything. Do you know what I mean? Especially if they got to pay for babysitters and all this other stuff, and they're literally going from work, babysitter, home. They don't even have the time to raise their kids. Do you know what I mean? To drop gems on their kids, to read them a bedtime story because they're tired, they're finished, so they ain't got time to cook. Do you know what I mean? So they resort to fast food, and also, you know, the way that these kids are so hooked on fast food and sugars and stuff, their taste buds won't even react positively to the home cooked meals. Do you know what I mean? Like home cooked meals is like a punishment to some kids. Do you know what I mean? Because their taste buds are so fried from all of, you know, the excess flavor stuff. What's that thing that they put in? Can't remember. It's like 3 letters, but anyway, um, that stuff and the sugars. So when they're getting the home cooked food, it's like it just tastes like cardboard plastic to them and stuff. So yes, there's poverty. Then there's literally fatigue. Then there's depression. Like there's so many different factors as a parent. Which why a parent would resort to giving their kid fast food. And no, it's not. You know, and I'm not making excuses, but damn, it's hard. It's hard. It's so hard, man. So I'm not surprised that, um, you know, the sickness and the obesity and the childhood obesity. Um, One thing I won't say, and I won't give these guys the excuse of, is the lack of information, because there's way more information now in regards to healthy eating than, you know, 20, 30 years ago. There's way more information. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a shame that it's like that. It's a shame. What else is going on? Michelle insults Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. One question. Don't know what that's about. I'm not depressive here. I'm just chilling. What about you? How are you? See, another case of parenting. The woman exposed her baby dad for going to Malta without paying child support. Offers an update. No, these guys want to party and have fun without, handling responsibility in business. You know, but then there's some women that do the same thing as well. Do you know what I mean? But man, there's so many fathers out here that are still living like their child, they're chasing their childhood, or these guys that didn't get a lot of attention in school. So later on, when they're working and they're a bit more successful, it's like they don't know what to do with all this attention. So it's like they're literally living their second childhood, the childhood that they couldn't live when they was actually children or teenagers, and stuff like that. And then neglecting their responsibilities. It's like, how dare I live a great life if I don't know if my child's eating that day? How if I don't know if my child, and I'm not saying that, like, I ain't speaking for me, but I'm just saying, like, if you're not around, you don't know if your child's eating that day. You don't know if your child has clean clothes. Like, did your child hit his knee yesterday, stub its toe? Like, again, we're looking at all of the big stuff, but sometimes our children just want to know about, our children, they need us for the little stuff as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so, yeah, but there are some women as well that they're going out there and they got the best fit hairdo, done, they're amazing. But then, their child still in dirty nappies, skin dry. Like, it's just not on and it's not fair. And that, like, I swear, we need to start doing you gotta start passing tests. You know what I mean? You gotta start passing tests and taking exams to be a parent. Like, honestly, not everybody should be allowed to be a parent. Like, honestly, like, that's truly how I feel. No, you're you're not gonna see my feet or my socks. Thank you, I appreciate you. We was over this the other day. We went over this the other day. Anyway, guys, it's been emotional. It's been amazing. I hope you guys follow my channel, subscribe to my channel. Just talking about random thoughts, and some of the stuff that I've seen today really was basically about parenting and parenting, celebrity parents and childhood neglect. And I just hope that, a lot of the parents, they understand trying to give their child a fair shot if they can't give them a head start. And I feel like that's just one of the most important things. No child should be out here struggling, a lot do. No child should be out here suffering, a lot do. No child should be out here in pain, but a lot do, unfortunately. And us as adults need to take responsibility for that. A lot of parents, a lot of adults don't know how to put their child first, and like, under certain circumstances where putting their child first could be detrimental to certain things, but at the same time, then in that case, then we need to create some kind of balance, or we need to parent in a different way. But a parent must be a parent, and I don't believe there's any excuses for that. And on that note, I'm signing off. Speak to you guys soon. Remember to follow, subscribe, share, leave comments down below, and all that good stuff. Take care, look after yourself.